That's fine. Yep.
Okay. Honey and
I got problem child on my wrist.
Could you speak up just a little bit louder?
I heard that one. That's what my grandfather always called me. He never called me by my name. He did, but that was if I was in trouble, so I tried not to hear him call me by my name.
So you're standing here today, not just to make a solemn promise, but to exchange a sacred vow. You stand here today to make public your love for each other and your choice to partner. You got to continue to grow as a husband and wife, out loud and in our presence. It's my pleasure to be part of that decision. You told me a little bit about how you met and you're living together as your life's beginning to grow. And now I stand before you and I urge you to grasp the message of a successful marriage. It's not necessary to enter into a marriage only for the need of security, because the only real security is not in being owned or possessed. It's not in demanding. It's not even in hoping that everything you need in life will necessarily be supplied by the other. But rather it's knowing that everything you really need in life, all the love, all the wisdom, all the insight, all the compassion and strength resides in you yourself, and the pleasure you already know in sharing those gifts with someone special, the person who stands across from you today.
Wait a
Take a
minute.
moment. Well, it's the same. You take a moment during the wedding ceremony to think about the relationships that each of us has in our lives, and to remember to value each other and to try as we may to not take one another for granted, and to remember that the love you hold for that someone special, in the big picture, it's really all that matters. Somehow I sense in both of you that you really like each other. That since you met, your friendship has become something special. That you're good friends. And I urge you to never stop being best friends. Never stop enjoying being in each other's company. Because when the bloom, when you get to a certain age, of physical love dwindles. Liking each other, liking each other's company, always being friends, can get you through it. Life has many trials and difficulties. Your relationship is already something special. Love is a friendship that catches fire. It's quiet understanding. It's mutual confidence sharing. It's forgiving. It's loyalty through good and bad. It settles for less than perfection. It makes allowances for human weakness. Content with the present. Hopes for the future. You don't brood about the past. Love is the day in and day out chronicle of irritations, problems, big victories, and working towards common goals. If you have love in your life, you can make up for a great many things that you lack. And if you don't have it, no matter what else you think there is, it's not enough. So reach for it, share it, and I say this always, and this is the setting for it. You need to ask God for it also. On this day of your marriage, you stand somewhat apart from all other human beings. You stand within a circle of love, but it's not meant, as you know, to be a possession of just two people alone. It's a form in which you find the strength to live your lives with courage, and you know that there are occasions when you find out your love, as well as your courage, gets tested. But good friends figure out how to deal with that. It's kind of funky, but many years ago, I was in show business, and somebody who I met, who I really admired, is Carole King. And Carole King wrote a song that I'm going to read the words for you. I do it in almost all of the ceremonies because I have a great affection for Carole still.
After the people here are musicians, so.
When you're down in trouble and you need some loving care, and nothing is going right, close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. If the sky above you grows dark and full of clouds, and the old north wind begins to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud, and soon you'll hear me knocking at your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there. You've got a friend. So remember, as you grow old together, To love someone is to love the song that's in their heart, which is great for musicians, and to sing it to them when they have forgotten. And may this marriage, this marriage bring you all the exquisite excitements of marriage should bring. And may life grant you also patience, tolerance, and understanding. And may you need one another, but not so much to fill your emptiness as to help one another find your fullness. May you need one another, but not out of lack. May you entice one another, but not compel one another. May you succeed in all the important ways with one another, but not fail in little graces. I'm in favor of this. May you look for things to praise, often say I love you, and take no notice of little faults, because we all have them. May you enter into this mystery, which is the awareness of one another's presence, no more physical than spiritual, warm and near when you're side by side, but also warm and near when you're in separate rooms or even in distant cities. May you have happiness, and may you continue to find it in making one another happy. So I'd now like you to, how about giving Mom your flower? Why don't you hold your hands together. These are the hands of your best friend, strong and full of love for you, holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other today and tomorrow and forever. These are the hands that will continue to work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no others. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. And there are countless times they'll help you wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow, tears of joy. These are the hands that will help you hold your family as one and give you strength. And when you need it, these are the hands that even when wrinkled in age, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. But Donnie and Tom, you've demonstrated to the world how you feel about each other, and the significance of having your wedding rings tattooed on your fingers is a really strong symbol of your faith. May that love and may that faith continually be strong. So now I'm going to ask you, Donnie, is that good? Do you, Donnie, take this man, Tom, to be your lawful wedded husband, to love, honor, and cherish him through sickness and health, in times of happiness and sadness, until death do you part, and say, I do?
I do.
And Tom, do you take this woman, Donnie, to be your lawful wedded wife, to love, honor, and cherish her through sickness and health, through times of happiness and sadness, until death do you part? And you can say, I do. I do. Okay?
Woohoo,
So
we
now,
did it,
Donnie,
Papa.
place your left hand on Tom's heart and tell him how you feel.
As this ring of faith is one with me and never parting, so shall my heart be one with yours, and so shall I be one with you. For I have faith that we are but two sides of the same soul, reunited in perfect love and perfect trust.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Okay, Tom, ready? Place your left hand on Danielle's heart. Keep it on your heart, man.
Hard.
Okay. And tell her how you feel.
Whatever you want, baby.
We'll do it with you.
You got this, Tom.
Baby, you know I love you with all my heart. I'm doing this to show you that I'm here forever. Death and beyond.
Find you in the next life too.
I love you.
I love you.
Hold hands, please, together. By the act of joining hands, you take to yourselves the ultimate relationship. You've come before me today as two single people. And shortly you will be a married couple, united to each other by the contract you just entered into. And so now, in accordance with the laws of the state of Connecticut, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by those laws, I do now pronounce you husband and wife. And now you can kiss your wife.
Woo!
Yay!
Done it now.
What's that?
Listen here, I know a certain somebody who had balls and chains on their table at their
Oh,
wedding.
yeah.
That's right.
Oh, you too?
Yeah.
Well, I want to tell you, I do a fair amount of weddings, but this.
I'm
to
here
me
to work and I
was-
need
was
some pictures
really
of you and
very, very special.
Oh no, not me. I
thank
hate
you
having
for
my
finding
pictures
so
taken.
do I, but I'm dealing
To be
with
part
it.
of what I know is going to be a great
Just
life,
one anyway.
because family is what it's all about. Should I kiss your
Yes, it
wife?
is.
Yep.
Damn, that
Great.
took like what, 5 minutes?
Okay. Good enough?
5 minutes
Okay.
and she's kissing some other dude.
Okay, guys,
How
you
come
good?
the sandals on your
We're good.
grandfather's instead of in the middle? I wanted to ask.
What's
Because
that?
the middle's not stable.
Oh, I guess.